As we all know, the world is becoming more and more reliant on technology and the digital world. How does this evolution of technology fit in with the classroom? What can educators and students do to stay abreast of all the tools that are useful for enhancing the classroom? In this short video lecture, I'd like to introduce you to some of the tools available to educators and students that can be used to provide a rich, multimedia learning experience. In the video, I'd like to give a brief overview of 4 multimedia tools: Adobe Connect, Prezi, Google Docs, and Second Life. All 4 of these tools can be of great use in the physical and digital classroom. Let's take a look at them. First, let's look at Adobe Connect. Connect is a Flash-built, web-based meeting platform. It has many options within it and is light on your computer's resources. Since it is web-based, it can also be accessed anywhere. First, a host, in this case the teacher, sets up a meeting with the guests, in this case the students, and shares the meeting URL with the attendees. Once inside the program, you will see the standard layout for a meeting. This will consist of a list of the people in the meeting, a large window for screen sharing, a chat box, and, if enabled, a set of windows for webcam images. You can also use a whiteboard function and file sharing within the meeting, among many others. Adobe Connect is an invaluable tool for conducting synchronous meetings with people who cannot physically be in the same place at the same time. It is an effective tool to disseminate materials and lectures for students, and for the students to collaborate and discuss the materials being presented. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Prezi. Like Adobe Connect, Prezi is a web and cloud-based service. It is a tool for creating dynamic presentations that can be accessed and viewed anywhere. While Prezi does have somewhat of a steep learning curve, it is a great program that can produce beautiful results. It is also able to be imported into several other programs, such as an e-portfolio site, Second Life whiteboard, and so on. Creators can also choose to make their Prezis public or private, so they can be shared with anyone who has access to the presenter's URL or the Prezi site. Personally, I prefer Prezi over PowerPoint and Google Presentation due to its portability and dynamic structure. Now, I'd like to talk about Google Drive. Google was the first company to introduce a cloud-based productivity suite. Originally named Google Docs, Google Drive incorporates a word processor, spreadsheet maker, presentation maker, database creator, and others. They are very similar to the Microsoft Office suite and can do a majority of the same functions as Office. Drive is a great asset to educators, as the desired file can be created and shared with students. It also updates in real time, so several students could be working on a project at the same time, and Drive will update all of the changes instantaneously. Another great tool within Drive is Forms, the database program Google created. It can be used to create a live poll or electronic quiz to distribute to your students. Whenever a person participates in the poll or quiz, it automatically creates a spreadsheet and records the responses. While I think Forms is a great tool, in reality the entire suite available on Google Drive is a great asset to the classroom. Finally, I'd like to discuss Second Life. While not the only virtual social world, it was one of the first. Due to this, Second Life has a fairly good reputation, if one avoids the adult areas. First created as a digital 3D social networking world, Second Life has steadily grown since its launch. It has a variety of practical classroom applications, as well as the ability to actually be the classroom. When joining, members are asked to create an avatar. There are many free ones to choose from, or members can opt to pay money to have a fully customized avatar. Once in the world, you are free to explore most areas by walking around and interacting with the people and objects present. This is great for distance learning and practical training education, as you can meet face-to-face in a digital world and interact with the things you are learning about. As you can see, each of these tools has good potential for the classroom. From meetings to distance learning to training seminars, all of these tools have helpful uses for educator and learner alike. I hope I've piqued your interest and that you too will try to investigate these tools and make use of them in the classroom. Thanks for listening and happy teaching.